And we are live, guys. So what is the deal, y'all? It's your boy Regamer27, and once again, thank you for joining my channel. I apologize for last week. I guess my last podcast I did, and then of course, it blew up on me. So if you want to see the rest of the podcast, go to Alex's channel, Active Sin channel. His channel will be in the link of the description below if you want to catch the rest of that podcast. We had a great time. And this week we got a few subjects, few topics to talk about, and very interesting. And we're gonna leave the main topics towards the end of this podcast. And I guess the topic we're gonna talk about tonight. Of course, you got the NX, the crazy, crazy rumors about these NX, and I will be happy if at least half of these rumors are is correct. To be honest, and we just keep getting drenched with these rumors every day. And I know I did say in the past that I kind of tired of these rumors, but it's like this. It's like everybody's doing it, so I might as well go ahead and join them. So I'm gonna go and just talk about it. What else I want to talk about? Talk about Phil Spencer. He, last week, I believe it was either on Friday or Saturday. It might have been Friday when he came out, and he basically said he's a big fan of the Xbox One to have, but he never officially came out and said that they are not trying to, upgrade the Xbox One. So basically, it is still a possibility that we might get something similar to what Xbox did last generation with the 360 when it came out with the Xbox Elite. Better. It's better hardware a little bit. Better. CPU, and it was a wireless Wi-Fi in which the regular 360 did not have, and came with a Kinect. It was a slimmer system, so it was better. So possibly we might have an upgradable Xbox One, hopefully sometime this year to compete with the PS4.5. So I'm digging on that. What else I want to talk about? I want to talk about Fable Legends, and three sources came out and they said that they are trying to get a few people that was laid off from Lionhead Studio staff to finish up the Fable Legends game. So that is still a possibility if some of y'all still would like to play this game, and so we're gonna dig in on that. So what else? Final Fantasy Remake. It's been rumored. I won't say rumor. Actually, I think it is official that this game is going to be split into three parts. The Final Fantasy Remake, and each game is going to be $60 because they say it's going to be a full scale game. So when they say full scale games, they're gonna break it down to three different games. So yes, we're going to expect almost a $200 game. Just for one game. Let's just tell you how this industry works. It's just getting more greedier and greedier by the day, and we're going to dig deep on that, and we're going to expose this gaming industry for the crooks, the frauds that they are. And we might just dabble in on some of these fuckboys in this community. I'm really thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it because it's been a while since I fucking exposed some of these motherfuckers. We just got some fucking stupid ass motherfuckers in this community. But we're gonna start with the little news right now, and towards the middle and end of this podcast, we're going to dig deep. I mean, deep on these subjects that y'all really want us to talk about. Well, we have to talk about these little news first. So let's go ahead and get to our introductions, and let's go ahead and start with you, Alex.
What is going on, people? Actives in here. Once again, back on Real Gamers, Real Talk with Real Gamer, where we talk about games and fanboys, of course.
Already. It's the second week in a row when you say the Real Talk with the Real Gamer. Dude, I forgot that was the name of my show, dude. I forgot. But yeah, man, let's go with you, Nick.
Hey, this is Nick from Gamer Nick Incorporated, and boy, I can't wait to talk about more NX fairy tales.
Oh, I know you just excited to talk about it.
My pants are
tight. All right, let's go ahead and go with you, Jay.
What's up, everybody? Jay Dollars here. Just happy to make it here at this podcast.
All right, I sure appreciate you for joining me. Last but not least, let's go with you, Zen Gamer.
Alright, what's up, people? Real Gamer, Real Talk, let's go.
Already. I guess unfortunately, two guests won't be joining tonight. I guess one of them is busy, and the other one is in the hospital sick. So best wishes for him. Hopefully he'll get well soon, so he'll be back on the podcast next week. So he was celebrating. Hope he'll be back. What's up, Jay? You about to say something? What's up?
I know. I'm about to say the same thing. Big shout out to Ron. Hope that he gets better.
All right. Hopefully you'll be in the chat so we can, mess with him a little bit. All right, let's go and get to the smaller news right quick before we get into the meat and potatoes of this podcast. Yes, like I said a while ago, there's 3 sources saying that they're going to continue on with the development of the Fable Legends game. And, of course, it's a free-to-play game, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to play a free-to-play game. So I'm down with it. They finish the game, I would love to play it. Just being honest with it. And of course, the news broke to us about almost a couple months ago about the whole entire staff got laid off because I guess that Microsoft has been losing a lot of money. I guess they really haven't been doing nothing at Lionhead Studios for a while. It's just been a ghost town, so they had to do what they had to do. They had to cut their losses. And there's still a strong fan base out there for the Fable games. There's still a strong fan base, and a lot of them was pretty upset. Even though the Fable Legends was not the kind of game that regular Fable games are, but a lot of them are still upset, and they want them to finish the rest of the game. And after that, they just go and do what the hell they do. Alex, what do you think? Do you think these sources are true, that possibly they might continue on with the development of this game just to basically just please the gamers and let the gamers know that, look, we didn't forget y'all. We promised y'all this game, so we're gonna go ahead and continue on development, and hopefully we release this game sometime at the end of this year, whatever. What do you think they're gonna do?
Yeah, well, Microsoft still owns the IP, so they can kind of do whatever they want with it. I think that they probably will finish the game, because they've already been working on it for quite a while. I guess Lionhead just wasn't cutting it, so maybe they're going to get some people from there and then kind of fill out the rest of the team. Maybe they're doing it that way. I guess, yeah, it should be made. Free-to-play game. I'm not really interested in it. I don't give a fuck about it, to be honest, but it should still be made for those who do like Fable. So I can't imagine they're just going to ignore the game entirely after putting that much effort into it. That would make it a complete loss on Microsoft's end, and I don't think they would really do that. So yeah, I think it's going to come out maybe in a year or so, though. I don't think it'd be anytime soon.
Even though it's been out, even though it's been in development for like the past 2 or 3 years, you still think it might take another year?
Possibly. Well, if they have to create a whole new team, right?
Yeah, that is true. Okay. What about you, Gamer? What do you think about this this news or this source that came to us about possibly they continue to develop? What do you think?
I haven't really been following it at all. This is actually the first I'm hearing about it right now.
Oh, really?
So I'm really behind on a lot of my gaming news right now.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. If you ain't got nothing to say, like I said, we just breezing by the subject because we got some bigger topics to talk about.
I mean, I guess it's good for the people who want it, but other than that, whatever.
And let's go to you, Jay. What do you think, man? I know you wasn't caught up on some of these gaming news as well too, but what do you think about it? I'm pretty sure you are aware of this situation with the whole entire Lionhead Studios staff getting let go because, of course, I guess they was losing a lot of money, and now about a couple months later, they are finishing up this game.
Damn, to fire a whole staff and then they didn't even start a project and to give it to somebody else. That's good for the staff because they're going to be getting broke. The new staff going to be getting broke off. But then again, they also going to have that pressure on their asses, too, to make sure that they deliver on this project. But to fire a whole staff, man, I'd have been to the top of companies, man. This is almost like some personal shit. You just don't fire a whole staff. You at least keep the man that was dedicated, but the whole staff, shit. That's like money. That's like personal vendetta. I don't know. But for the new team, I do believe that if these rumors turn out to be true, I think they hiring a new team will turn out to be successful. It worked out for God of War. They finna hire a whole new squad to make the new God of War. What was this? Santa Monica Studios. They didn't put our applications out. They're looking for 50 positions to work on this game. So Sony finna hire them a whole new staff. So these rumors turn out to be true. I think the numbers look good too with the complaints. A lot of people like complaining how the new Final Fantasy, I'm not Final Fantasy, but the new Fable. So yeah. I mean, a lot of people went off, and I bet you those complaints look real good. So shit, which are numbers. So people are, they already got the analysts out there. So the analysts are crunching these numbers together. So yeah, I think it'll happen. That's my say so.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. What about you, Zenge? What do you think about this situation?
Great if it's true. At least the game will get finished that way, and Fable fans won't be left high and dry. I count myself among their numbers, so I'm happy to see these rumors or whatever. Hope it really comes to light and the game is finished and released. That's it.
All right, that didn't take long. So yeah, this is an irrelevant subject. So like I say, we just breezing by these couple of subjects before we dig deep into this actual podcast. All right, next we're going to talk about Phil Spencer because I believe a day after I did that podcast last week, it was on Friday when he came out, and he basically mentioned that he's not a big fan of the Xbox One and a half. Basically, he said that he don't want to basically make another system just for just a little bit of an upgrade. If you want to do it, he want to do it big and go all the way and make basically like a next generation type of console. I'm not sure if he's talking about bring out another Xbox system, like another generation Xbox system, or bring out an upgradable Xbox One system, but it has like next gen hardware. If y'all get what I'm saying. So basically, he did not officially confirm that they're not going to do it, but he basically confirmed that they're not going to do it a half-assed upgrade. That's basically what he's saying. But these are just speculations, and I know a lot of people jumped on it, and it was like, yeah, Phil Spencer, I'm glad you did that because you don't want to alienate over 20 million, plus Xbox One consumers, blah blah that. But think about it, Sony, they about to alienate 40 million plus. So if Sony do it, Microsoft, they might as well do it. So just to keep up with the competition, and that the NX is coming out this year. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a lot more powerful than the Xbox One. It's gonna be more powerful than the PS4. So you gotta do what you gotta do to stay up with the competition, But I guess Alex, what do you think about that? Do you think that is he talking about that they're not going to half-ass an upgrade, or do you think he talking about they're going to do a full upgrade with next-gen type of hardware?
Well, he said something like when he wants the upgrade to be, when he wants the Xbox to be upgraded, he wants it to be like a completely different feel, not just like a slightly better Xbox. So I guess he does just want to bring out a whole new console, not a slight upgrade like how PlayStation's doing it. He wants it to be like a completely different experience, which is cool. Like, I was actually on board with the upgrading the Xbox thing. I think that's a cool idea, but if he's not going to do it, like, what can you do? He doesn't like the idea, then we're stuck with waiting for a new console. Like, I heard one rumor, like, it might be 2019 that we're getting Xbox 2, so that's another, 3 years? We got this Xbox, which is fine as long as it keeps getting all the games. I don't really care, but that would kind of be the situation. He wants the new one to be a completely different experience altogether, kind of like Wii U to NX. It's not just a Wii U with an extra hard drive or whatever the fuck. It's going to be a brand new console. So I guess he wants to go with that idea, as opposed to Sony, where they're bringing up like a half-ass upgrade and not even upgrading your existing console. You have to go buy a new one, but it's really not much different than the existing one. At least they're not trying to scam you like Sony, so that's cool.
That's your first Sony jab for the day. I know more is coming, ain't it? I know more is coming. All right, what about you, Gamer Nick? What do you think about it? Do you think Phil Spencer is basically officially saying that it's not going to be an upgradable Xbox One, or just not going to be a half-ass upgrade? What do you think?
Wow, I actually just have no idea what to think about that. I mean, the fact that they're even thinking about upgrading these current systems is pretty much just admitting the fact that they didn't do the job right the first time. That's basically, they promised like all this new stuff and all this power, and they couldn't even do it right. And now that they're like entertaining the ideas of upgrading what they currently have or making new versions of it, that's pretty much like what happened with Sega. You know, they're like, oh no, here's the Dreamcast. This is the real next gen system, and look what happened there. Now, I don't think it'll end up being as bad for anybody else as it was for Sega on that part. But at the same time, it's just like I just feel like it'd be an admittance of we fucked up, and I think they want to try to avoid that. You know, and especially for Xbox, since they pretty much got a very bad start at the beginning of their new generation with, well, you were all there. I don't need to go through all that.
They couldn't have had a worse start.
It's like we've all been there. We don't need to relive it. We know what happened.
Yep, that is true.
So I don't know. I mean, but a lot of times we hear these game companies say they're not going to do one thing, and they go ahead and do it anyway. So you don't know.
Yeah, you never really know until it actually comes out.
Yeah, that is true. So we just see when the day gets here. But honestly, I really think it's going to be an upgrade because if Sony is planning on doing it, then I'm pretty sure Microsoft, they had no choice but to stay up with the competition because they already losing the console war shit by damn near 20 million. So yeah, they got to do what they got to do to try to get as many Xbox Ones out there as they possibly can. And, you know, of course, like I said, they losing badly to Sony. And if Sony come out with an upgradable PS4 with better specs, you know, than the regular PS4, and of course, you know, it was already more powerful than the Xbox One. You know, the chances are it's gonna basically they're gonna widen their lead a lot more. You know, basically what I'm saying.
Right.
So, I say we have a lot of speculation about this, and of course E3 is around the corner. Yay! I'm happy because I'm taking a full week. I'm taking a whole week off of work just for E3 week. I'm being honest. I'm taking a week off. That is the busiest gaming week ever of the year.
I don't know. Unless you're planning on being there in person, I don't think that's necessary.
No, it's not that. No, it's not that because like if you have a of course you got a YouTube channel, you know everybody gonna be on YouTube want to know about the gaming news, so you get more traffic around that time. That's basically what I'm saying.
I got a channel that like 50 people watch. I'm not that worried about it.
It's all good. It's all good. But like I said, man, E3 is around the corner. You know, pretty much. I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. Really am. And of course, with the it's pretty much confirmed the NX will be shown at E3. Pretty much confirmed. And Nintendo, they're gonna have to get their lazy ass on the stage this time. Enough with these damn digital events because I fucking hate them. I hate them with a passion, and they need to do something. I swear to God, they do a digital event revealing the NX2.
They can't do that. No.
I would lose my shit.
I hope they do a digital event for the other stuff, but when they actually show the console, I would hope that would be live.
Man, we talking about Nintendo here, man. They do a lot of questionable stuff, dude. But anyway, whose turn? Is it your turn, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me your thoughts and opinions about this.
I kind of agree with Phil Spencer, man. I'm not gonna bring the walls down on him. I mean, the man has done a great job, and we can't fault him for everything. But seriously though, I mean, I kind of agree with him, man. Like, I mean, what he says totally makes balls to wall sense. I mean, Sony talking about coming out with a console, and so far we only know that this new console is going to be mostly evolved around the fucking VR. And they just gave us the Beast update, which is the 3.5 I mentioned. You know, 4.5, 3.5. You know, that kind of pissed me off when I heard about that because I'm like, come on, y'all giving an update 3.5, but you're coming out with a new console called 4.5, and it basically is going to be fitted for the fucking VR. And I mean, Phil Spencer, man, he's the man. He makes a lot of sense. If we're gonna go all out, let's go all out. Let's not just go. Let's not just give him a little bit. Let's give him the whole fucking package. But I mean, think about it. Just convert to Windows. It's a great decision. I respect Phil Spencer. A lot of people are probably pissed off about it. I don't feel like consoles should come out every 2 to 3 years. I mean, that's fucking expensive, dude. I mean, my cell phones. No offense, dude. When it comes to cell phones, I love my cell phone, but I mean, really, what the fuck do I need all that fancy shit on there for? When I don't hover my life around technology, dude. Y'all know me, man. I fucking work out. I go camping. I go hiking. All these upgrades don't really mean shit to me. That's like even with my new TV that I just got, it's no more than 1080, 720, 780. But when 4K or 2K comes out with these consoles, I don't really care about buying a new TV. That's just too expensive to be trying to stay in the loop of all this shit that's coming out on day one or year one, whatever. It's just too expensive. If you're gonna go all out when it's time to go all out. Don't go all out just because the other guy's doing it. I mean, I don't think it doesn't make any sense to me. Believe it or not, I'm actually against the PlayStation 4.5. I mean, it's fucking stupid. You did the console that this motherfucker ain't even the PlayStation that I'm about to get next month ain't even gonna be 3 years old when I get it. You know what I'm saying? And when they come out with the 4.5, I mean, it's just gonna have that 4K resolution, but we still gonna be getting updates. It's still gonna be able to play PlayStation 4 games. I mean, it's a waste of fucking money. I agree with Phil Spencer. If you're gonna do it, go all the way out. Just don't do it because to stay with the next trend is gonna cost the company more money. That's how I feel. And plus, I've seen shit like this in companies. If you're always trying to keep up to date with everything, that's good. But at the same time, you gotta spend your money wisely because if you make the wrong investment, it's going to cost you a whole bunch of money. It's going to cost jobs. So, yeah, I agree with Phil Spencer 100%. We're going to do it. Let's go all the way out, and let's give them the whole fucking package. Let's not do what Sony's doing, giving them fucking PlayStation Move that's fucking a decade old. Let's not give them old technology with new technology. You know, let's give them the whole fucking brand new package all at once. And I agree with Phil Spencer. That's my say on that.
Okay, you made a good point about that. What about you, Zen-Game? What do you think? Do you think he's officially saying that they not coming out with a another like an upgradable system, or do you think he's gonna come out with it's gonna be a current generation system, but it's gonna have like next gen hardware, or do you think they're not gonna do none at all?
I don't think they're gonna do that upgrade at all. It's probably just gonna be a next generation system, 2019, 2020. I don't think they're going to go ahead with it if Phil said he doesn't like it. I mean, he has the ultimate say over there, with the exception of corporate overhead or whatever, so I don't exactly see that being a thing going forward. It's not going to happen.
They're going to be in a weird situation because NX is coming out, PS 4.5 is going to be coming out. That's two new hardware that's out, and then Xbox is going to be left in the cold with the 3-year-old console versus these brand new ones. It's going to be interesting to see how they combat that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but it doesn't make sense to do it that way. Because at the end of the day, the last time they were reactionary to what their competitors did, these consoles came out way earlier than they were supposed to. When Nintendo decided to rush the market, bring out the Wii U when they did. They had to do it because they're not about to give them all that free space in the market. They're not going to be reactionary again, and I believe Phil Spencer had an interview where he said something similar to that, is that we need to stop being reactionary and start being proactive. We start making decisions that's best for us, and not necessarily decisions that are in response to what someone else is doing.
Right.
So
I agree, man. If anybody deserves to, definitely come out with a brand new product, it should only be Nintendo. It should only be Nintendo. Sony is not failing in the console market, and Xbox, come on, man, they're catching up with a whole bunch of things. All the damage control that they got to fix, it'd be stupid to come out with a brand new console and say, oh, well, because we fucked up with all the lies here. I mean, Phil Spencer, think about it. If Phil Spencer came out and said, you know what, we're not going to build a brand new machine to make up for the fuckery that we did upon the launch of the Xbox One, what we do is we're just going to fix all the mistakes that you dumbasses made before I came onto the job. That's what we're going to do. To come out with this new technology like Sony's doing, it's fucking stupid. So,
that's it.
Like, to be perfectly honest, Sony has the absolute least reason to make a new console. They're leading the generation by a massive jump. Everyone's on their side. Every dev's on their side. Like, why are you doing this to your consumer?
I agree. I mean, as I have been with Sony, y'all, like, riding damn near. I'm pushing 18 years with Sony. I'm pushing damn near 18. Yo, And this is, to me, this is the dumbest fucking move they have ever done. First, I mean, look at the trend here. They're coming out with brand new technology, giving out old technology at the same time to make it compatible. And the way they switch up their practices with gamers is just asinine. I mean, I can't believe I'm about to buy a PlayStation 4 for one motherfucking game, but shit. I mean, but for real though, I'm about to spend next month. I'm about to break off. I'm pushing $600. That's what I want to do because I'm finna buy the whole Deus Ex collection. And I say, you know what? And I've been writing to developers on Twitter, and they've been hitting me back faithfully because I'm not finna blow my motherfucking money. And knowing how they under Square Enix, I want to make sure I'm getting my money worth. So they've been hitting me up, and I really appreciate that. But like, it don't make no sense. The only people, you know what? In fact, I hope when the NX come out, I hope that it puts the PlayStation 4K in the dirt. And I mean that. I hope they lose more money. And as a hardcore Sony fan, I mean that because it's a dumb move. It's a dumb move. You shouldn't do that. It's not fit to your fans. And yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm sorry. I actually came back in to say something on that one.
Oh, okay. Did we get everybody on that?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. Like you were saying, man, it is a dumb move. Cause like, what's that saying? If it ain't broken, it don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
So why is Sony trying to fix something that it ain't broke? Like,
Because it's not even like their sales have slowed down on the PS4. It's been very consistent.
it ain't just about consistency. Basically, they're outpacing the most successful console of all time, in which is the PS2, and they are outpacing. So why should they do something this stupid and idiotic? But a lot of people think it has something to do with the VR move because they have to have a more powerful system to even to run the VR. That's basically what I'm thinking. But like I say, Sony does a lot of questionable things that got me not want to buy a PlayStation 4. I want to get it so badly because there are games on it that I want. I've been saying this for the longest because I'm a huge Street Fighter fan. I want to play Uncharted. Never played it before, but it looks interesting. I want to play that. They got some games I actually do want to play, the little exclusives that they have. But is it worth? Matter of fact, is it even worth paying $400 right now for a PS4, knowing that a PS4.5 is going to come out possibly this year? No,
you're not missing anything from the new Street Fighter game. Don't worry about it.
I don't think.
I'm still a huge fan.
You're right for sticking to your gut, bro. I mean, look at me. I have not bought a PlayStation 4 since the day one, but I had the money right then and there, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna just sit down and wait. And sure enough, you know, they done a lot of asinine things. And again, when I look at the PlayStation list of video games coming out, it's still fuckery, and that's probably why they're in development right now with the new God of War, you know what I'm saying? Because they need that money to come up, and I bet you that game right there is also gonna fuck us up too when they release that game. I bet you they're gonna do some kind of they're gonna put a stunt with that game. I bet you they is. That's all right, as long as gamers stand up towards that shit. But real gamers, stick to your gut, just like I did. I'm voting with my wallet. It's time for me to get a PlayStation 4. It's time for me to finally get one, and so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, speaking of voting for your wallet, man, like I've been playing a whole bunch of games lately, man, and that's probably why y'all hadn't seen me do much content on my channel because I've been playing, a shitload of games, man. And a lot of games I've been playing, like I bought them at a discount because majority of my games that I play, like I don't buy them day one. I get them like on a bargain, pay $15-$20 for them, Quantum Break came out Tuesday. I bought it yesterday. I still haven't played. I ain't opened it up yet. I'm playing like 4 different games right now. 4 fucking different games right now. I'm like halfway completed on just about all of them. So, basically that's what we saying, like, vote with your wallets. I like to play a lot of games, but I don't have to pay as much money because I like to be a good steward towards my money. I like to have more money in my pocket, and basically with this gaming industry, the way they are, this is you know what? We're gonna talk about that whenever we touch upon the Final Fantasy VII Remake because there's some fuckery that's going on with that shit. But I guess let's go ahead and go to the next subject. It's gonna be a little breeze spot subject. Then we're gonna get into the NX crazy rumors. Then we're gonna get into the Final Fantasy remake talk. Telltale Games. They I don't know if y'all was on Twitter. They tweeted something, and of course it's gonna be another games coming out this year. And They said that they are teasing something very dark, a very dark game, something like that. It's kind of like a sinister type of game. I saw the picture, like it looks scary. I don't know if
Can
y'all saw
anybody
it.
post a picture up?
I gotta find it. If you can find it on Twitter.
I mean, ain't they the same people that doing the Batman?
Yeah. They did the Batman game too. They the one that did the Wolf Among Us, Walking Dead. Like I'm a huge fan of Telltale games, and basically in the tweet they said, "Have you ever had a nightmare that never ended?" That's basically what they said in the tweet. And
Oh yeah, 7 days to die or something like that shit.
yeah. So basically, that was what they tweeted. And honestly, I'm becoming a really big fan of Telltale games. Like this generation, I became a fan of these developers. I ain't really even fuck with last generation like Bethesda. I'm a really huge fan of their work because they got really good games like Fallout 4. Games like The Evil Within. I really love that game. I love survival horror games, and Wolfenstein, New World Order, and you got that DLC. What's the name of it? Old Blood. Was it Old Blood? Yeah, I played that one too, and it was really good. So they got some really, really good games. And of course, you got the Doom that's coming out. Game looks good, but they got some kind of bad business practice. Got me scratching my head with the $40 season pass. So that's it's just an ongoing issue. They ain't gonna never change in this game. It's just only gonna get worse. But Telltale games, I became a huge fan of their work, man. Walking Dead season 1 and 2 was great. I loved it. Then my boy Old Dirty told me about the Among Us, and I just had to play it because it looked interesting, and I love games like that. You get to determine people's fates and all that. So since Walking Dead, since it was the same creator as Walking Dead, I just had to give it a try, and I loved it so much that I wanted another game. I really will hope Telltale Games will give us a Wolf Among Us 2. I'm not sure how the sales was. I'm not sure if it sold that well, but it was a good game, and the way it ended, I still got a lot of questions about that game, and I'm really hoping for a sequel of this game. And of course, they didn't give us the name of this brand new game that they teasing us, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something that we like because, like we said, we are a fan. I'm not sure about y'all, but I'm a huge fan of Telltale Games. I know that you are too, Alex. And right now we are currently playing The Walking Dead, Michonne. It's still waiting on. I believe is it 2 more weeks? We're about to get the 3rd episode. 2 more weeks, I believe.
I think so.
It's coming out this month. I know that. I kind of wish they made it to a 5-episode game because I honestly don't want it to end. That's just how I am. But what do you think about? What do you think about this, Alex? About this so-called dark game, sinister-like game that they are teasing? What do you think? What it's gonna be about?
I don't know. Like I only saw like some sort of picture, like Killer. Was it Killer 7 or some shit like that? And I don't really remember what it was, but
oh my God, look crazy as hell.
Whatever they do, it'll be cool because most of their games generally are good. They're very good at telling stories, so we'll see what they do. I'm more excited about the Batman one because I like Batman. So, and when I heard they're doing it, I got really happy about that.
When's that one coming out?
Sometime this year. I think it's summertime.
Okay. I might just have to pick it up, man. I know they did a Minecraft story, but I'm not a Minecraft guy. But
I don't care about the Minecraft one.
Hey, but the others, they tell stories. That's why I really like their work. Their stories really, really good. So I might just try them out because it just has Telltales on it. It's just like on a lot of these Nintendo fans, they just buy these Nintendo games because it has Nintendo on it, even though some of their games sucks. But like I said, I just love the stories on Telltale Games, and I think it's gonna be a really good game. What about you, Nick? What do you think this game gonna be about? What do you think? If you're a fan of their work.
Yeah, I like Telltale Games. I've been playing a couple of different ones. Well, I've been playing Minecraft Story Mode right now, but I haven't heard anything about this until like right now. So a lot of the news I'm getting today is like today from this podcast. Because I haven't really been I mean, I know they're working on a Batman game. That's the last thing I heard. I didn't know they were doing another one, something else right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last one I heard of was Batman. So this one's new to me.
All right, so that's all you got on that?
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Jay? I'm not sure if you played any Telltale games. Do they? I don't even think they have it on PC. Do they? I think they do.
Yeah, they do.
They
Hey,
do. Did
how
you
you
play?
spell it? Is it Tell? Am I spelling it right? I'm spelling Telltale.
I think so. Yeah, that's how you spell it.
Shit ain't coming up for me. Well, look, they the ones who. So are they the same developers who made that video game, 7 Days to Die?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, when I saw that trailer today, I was like, that shit was dope. I wish I had actually seen some gameplay though. It looked like another zombie apocalypse though, but it still looked kind of straight though, cause I like the way they did that. Um, hopefully it this be the case too. Telltale, they starting to come up then, cause I mean, shit, they got their hands on the DC license, to make a Batman game. And with this other video game, shit, they about to become legendary. So I'm interested to see what else they got in the store, and I may dive a little bit more into this zombie apocalypse game. It may be something new. It may be a whole nother apocalypse we didn't never experienced before. But it did look pretty good, and the way the trailer was released, it kind of the one with the 7 Days to Die. It's got me kind of suspicious now of how it's going to be. Is it going to be what VR? Is it going to be what? Is it going to be console? I would like to know how is the game going to be. But yeah, great developers, and I think they're coming up and making their way, climbing up the ladder, and they're finally getting the respect that they deserve. So that's my input.
They are getting respect because I do respect their work. There's one thing that there's always gonna be something that somebody gonna criticize about. I kind of hope that they kind of change up the engine that they are running. Like it's basically they run that same engine they did a few years ago. It's been a lot of complaints. They kind of want them to switch it up. I would like for them to switch it up, but I don't really have a problem with it right now. But it looks dated, so hopefully they will tweak it a little bit and trying to have a little bit more realistic like, or just touch it up. Because this game like it could run it maybe on it can run last year, I'll tell you that. Maybe the gen before that. That's basically what I'm thinking. What about you, Zen Game? What you think about it?
Honestly, I haven't really followed that particular piece of news like Gamertag. I'm only just finding about it now. But as a Telltale, not super huge fans of them. I only play their Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, and Game of Thrones titles. I'm not really interested in anything else that they do. So it's good, I guess, that they're coming out with something else. For fans of it or would-be fans of it, that's awesome. But for me, I don't know about it currently, so based on my current knowledge set on the subject, I guess I'm going to have to say I'm going to give that a skip. Unless my mind changes at some point.
Oh, okay. So basically, you just said you just don't give a fuck.
Pretty much.
All right. So basically, we just I guess I got everybody on that. So anybody else want to add on this before we touch up to the meat and potatoes of this podcast? I guess not. Okay, we're gonna do the NX last, but the next to the last room, I'm gonna say rumor because it's basically true. It's been confirmed. Final Fantasy VII Remake, in which people have been requesting this a long time, for Square Enix to remake this game because it's like one of the most popular Final Fantasy games in the series, and I've really never been into Final Fantasy, just to be honest, because I was, more of a fantasy star because of Sega. You know what I'm saying? I was a Sega guy, so I was really into their franchise. But anyway, yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's been confirmed last E3, and a lot of people got hyped. And since I guess Square Enix saw how hyped these people are, they I think it got them to wonder how much they're gonna fuck us in the ass. That's basically what's going on. And basically, Jay, he basically told us about these. What is the YouTubers called? No, they had an interview with IGN. Is that right? Is that right? Was it IGN or was it GameSpot? GameSpot?
I thought it was IGN. GameSpot, I get them both confused.
It was one of them. They had an interview, and they confirmed that this Final Fantasy remake is going to be, of course, episodic, and plus each episode is going to be like a full-fledged scale game. So maybe I'll say between 15, 20, maybe 30 hours per episode, maybe. So, and plus the pricing of this game is going to be full price, $60. Y'all basically going to, if y'all basically want to play this game so badly, y'all going to have to cough up probably almost $200, in which that's very, very bad business practice. Even though the game looks good, I saw the trailer. I mean, it might just be a CGI. I don't know the exact gameplay footage, but I saw enough. I want to play it myself, because it looks interesting. But would I pay that fucking much money for that? Hell no. That's crazy. Only the hardcore fans of that series will pay that much. But I won't say the hardcore people. You got hardcore people out there. The fans out there want to play it, but a lot of them are actually smart enough and got common sense enough to basically vote with their wallets. And if this is true about this game is gonna come out $60 per episode, that's probably might be one of the biggest ripoffs of all time. That's basically what I'm coming from. What do you think about that, Alex?
It's crazy. Like this started as a single game, and now they're breaking it into 3 parts, which was bad enough when they said they were doing that. But there was still the hope that they would have it as one price, and then you get the other games when they're ready. Kind of like how the Telltale Michonne game is doing it. You pay it up front, but you get the episodes as they are released. But this one, it's $60 each one. I'll use Canadian prices, which is $80 each. So that's 80, 160, 240, something like that, for one video game. That's insane. I can't believe and of course they're gonna get away with it because it's Final Fantasy VII. Everyone wants it. Everyone's been crying for it for years, and they just decided to be total dicks about it and charge you 3 times for a game you played already. But apparently they're making each one is going to be 30 hours roughly, so it's like a whole game's content on each disc. But it's just like, how much of that is just going to be stretched out nonsense, like filler stuff? Like, I don't know. It's just crazy to me that they're doing this. I don't understand. Well, I understand why they want to make money, but still, it's like totally disgusting that they would do this to people. And I don't know. I'm like completely turned off by this now. I thought it was going to be like $60 and you get each episode when they're done, but now they're asking for 3 separate purchases. Like, nah, man, that's ridiculous. You shouldn't do that. That's not fair to anybody.
No, that's not fair, man. That's fucked up. That's bullshit. Only fucking idiots and fanboys, with fucking. I just said fanboys for the first time.
Fanboys.
Those fanboys, man. I don't give a fuck. I'll talk about it right now. They're scum. I hate them. I fucking hate them. Anyway, yeah, man. This is fucking bullshit. This is the ultimate fuckery. And if people are actually defending this shit, then they need to just go ahead and just delete their YouTube channel. Don't ever come back to community, because that's evil, man. That's fucking evil. Like, come on, dude. Bad enough this gaming industry is
so
fucking
shady.
fucked. Yes, dude. That's even more shady than Sony. I know you love Sony so much, but shit, even Sony won't do something that's stupid. That's the ultimate fuckery, dude.
Yep.
You get a full game for the price of 3 games. That's what the fuck, dude. What? How can you defend that shit? That's just stupid. But yeah, man. Of course. Yeah, I saw the interview. Like, I didn't even believe. Honestly, I didn't believe what Jay was saying. But when he actually told us who about the interview and who to look up and to know, they are like a pretty big YouTube channel, and they got some credible sources. So of course he sat down with I forgot who it was, IGN or GameSpot, and yes, it's been confirmed. But oh my god, man, I want to play the game so bad, but would I even stoop down that low and spend $60 per episode? No, man. I just had to probably wait a year or two when the price goes down, like I always do on a lot of these games, and that's when I would play it. That's how it is, because it's like these most requested remastered games people actually want. We get them, but we get at a price that we don't want to pay, but idiots will still pay for it, and look how this generation is right now. It's just filled with a whole bunch of remastered games. It's filled with a whole bunch of fucking expensive ass season passes, DLC, microtransactions. games not even fucking finished because they want to fucking split them into episodes like Final Fantasy VII, and like I said, this generation has just honestly, even though I am enjoying a lot of these games this generation, but as far as business practice goes with these companies, it's at its all-time worst, man. That's just how it is, dude. Are you finished with it? With your topic, Alex?
Yeah.
All right. What do you think about it? Not Alex. Nick, are you a big Final Fantasy fan? What do you think about this business practice that Square Enix is doing?
Man, I remember saying this in a video a while back when this was first announced or breaking up like this, and I said, "Hey, you guys wanted Final Fantasy VII Remake, you got a Final Fantasy VII Remake, and you should have known better than to ask for it." And like just in this current generation where they're gonna pull some shit like this, I don't know why nobody saw this coming. As soon as I heard they were gonna make the remake, I'm like, they're gonna do something to fuck this up. And hey, I was right. So I'm just like, I knew this was gonna happen. Just everybody needs to move on. Okay, everybody wants a game from like years ago because games these days are so freaking messed up, and it's just like this is what you get. You got what you asked for. Don't complain. I'm sorry. I have no sympathy for anybody on this one. Just get Final Fantasy 15 and move on with your life.
And that one's probably going to be worse.
I don't know what they're going to do with that yet, but
when's that coming out anyway? I forgot.
I heard September this year.
September. Damn, they already Final Fantasy 15. Shit. How long has the series been out?
30th.
Hasn't it been out since the 80s?
Yep.
God dang, that's a long time. Shit. What about you, Jay? What do you think about this topic, man? Is that I know how you are when it comes to in this gaming industry ripping people off. What do you think?
Let me clear my thoughts, man. I'm feeling real sorry. I just got my ass whipped. Yeah, Square Enix is going to. They have a history of making episodic games. Okay. Now they'll never mention it. They'll never talk about it. But please believe that the sales for the Hitman is because they broke that shit up in episodes. Those sales are doing horrible. Those sales are doing horrible. But with this Final Fantasy, the way they broke it up and going to be charging $60 a pop, oh, they're going to do lovely. They're going to do lovely because they know that people been waiting on this. They're going to feed the fetish. And I don't know if you guys have looked this up, but I posted this up. I don't know if I tagged you with it on Google+. But for the new Final Fantasy 15, right? Did you hear about the deal? No, did you hear about the collector's edition? Did anybody hear about that?
Isn't it like $700?
No. Well, originally from Square Enix and Sony combined, it was $120, $150 UK, or no, and over there in the UK they had a little cheaper, but over there in Canada it was $150. What a lot of people did was, because it's Final Fantasy, what a lot of people did was they bought the whole collector's edition, and on eBay they're going for $600 to $1,000 on eBay. Final Fantasy 15 collector's edition. So see, it's these numbers, it's numbers like this that they get analysts to go crunch all these numbers together, and they abuse gamers' passion. They try to feed them with the nostalgia, all this other shit, but it's not even worth it. Square Enix is definitely finna be ripping off the Final Fantasy genre fans. He's finna be. It's a scam. It's a scam. Look, back then we had shitty graphics, but they were back then. Those graphics were the motherfucking top notch. They were top notch. Like what we playing today. They top notch. We thought it couldn't get no better. Apparently, it can get better. And they also mentioned that not everything has been remastered, which should upset a lot of people. I think back then the game came, was it 2 discs or was it 3 discs or was it 4 discs? How many discs was it back then? Was it 3 discs?
Not for sure.
It was 4.
It was like this. It was a big plastic case. It was like this.
It was 3. It was 3 discs.
It was 3? Okay. And how much was that? I can't even look it up. I can't even tell you how much it was. But all it is they see the numbers, they see how many people love Final Fantasy, and they're finna abuse their passion. That's all it is, you guys. They're finna sell this thing as much as they want to. Oh, and let's say if they come out with some kind of DLC. Why did I hear Final Fantasy 13 in there? I don't know why. I heard them mention Final Final Fantasy 13 in there. So I don't know if they're going to be putting in a little extra content and charging them some money for that shit. But who fucking knows? But Square Enix, they have a history for doing stupid shit like this. So and in turn, I hope they fucking go down for this shit too. I really do. But I don't think they will. I mean, it's Final Fantasy here. People love Final Fantasy, so I doubt it that they actually go down. It's a scam in my eyes, and I would hate to see a lot of these fans get ripped off. But this is a money train you can't stop. It's Final Fantasy fucking remastered. People been waiting for this. This was the most remembered Final Fantasy ever, and so that's why they did it. And now they finna rip them off. So that's my say on it. So it's a rip off scam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was looking up the original price for Final Fantasy. I'm still looking for it, but
I can't find it.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now. If anybody in the chat that can find that, please help us out. We trying to look for the original price for Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation. Did y'all say it came in 4 discs?
Average price back then was $50, so it's probably around them.
Oh, so okay, about $50. Okay, yeah, if that was $50, then that was still then 4 discs. Shit. But of course, we're not gonna get that in today's gaming time because hell no, hell to the no. Each of them discs gonna cost $60 to tell you that straight up. But it's like that. The way the technology has progressed, I guess it's getting more expensive these days because you got to pay for the cost. It's very expensive making these games. But I still think it's a fucking rip off the way they portray with these type of toxic business practices that we are receiving. It's ludicrous, man. What do you think, Zen Game, about this Final Fantasy remake situation, man?
Well, in lieu of being the fifth guy in the room to say the same thing, I'm going to go the devil's advocate route. Potentially, and I'm using this as an educated guess, educated opinion / guess, whatever. Potentially, what's going to be happening with this game is that each of these 3 games, if it is 3, I'm not even sure if it is 3 or more, I'm not even sure. I'm reading something here that says it's about 50 hours long each, not 30. And there were a lot of extra games under the Final Fantasy VII flagship title. After the original game, there was, let's see if I can remember this. There was Before Crisis, Final Fantasy VII, Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII. Then came the movies, which of course continued the Final Fantasy VII saga in the form of Advent Children and Last Order. So the only way I can see this being something that they're going to do as a necessity rather than something they want to do out of greed is that they're going to include all of these side stories and create the Final Fantasy VII saga, not splitting the original game up into 3 parts. Which means that they're going to have, if what I'm reading is correct, 3 50-hour games or so at full price, split across maybe a year apart or something like that. If that's what they're doing, then that's fine by me. Because I never played any of these extra stories that came out under the Final Fantasy VII flagship title or whatever. I have played every other Final Fantasy mainline game, from 1 all the way up to 13. Not 10-2. 10-2 is an abortion. And not the online game, so not 11, not 14, but every other one. I'll be getting 15 as well. So if this is what they're doing, then I suppose that's fine. That's okay. What I do have a problem with, though, is the battle system. That should be the concern that people, get up in arms about, because the battle system closely imitates Kingdom Hearts. And don't get me wrong, it works in Kingdom Hearts, but it does not work in a Final Fantasy setting. Now I have proof that I don't like it, and that Final Fantasy veterans like me probably won't like it, because I played that Platinum demo, and though that demo is a beautiful, well thought out, great little piece of thing that they gave you for free, it shared the same battle system, and with the experience I have under my belt now with it, I can confirm for sure, I'm not guessing this time, that it's a terrible battle system, at least for now. It might get better as the game goes along. That might have been an early representation of what it's like early on in the game. In Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 7 shares the same battle system or something very similar to that, where it's literally a beat 'em up action game with a few decisions thrown in here or there to maintain the RPG elements in it. But if I'm to be honest, I do not like that at all. I mean, if I'm to be a little bit aggressive here, a battle system like that really only caters to one crowd, the mouth readers, the people incapable of thinking. They just want to press a button and see something happen because they don't read, they don't understand what's going on. The battle system is too tough for them to learn. Strategy is a foreign concept to them, and so they just want to press buttons, do a combo, and make things die. And if that's what they're doing, if that is the future of Final Fantasy, I'm not going to say I'm going to avoid it altogether. I'm going to give it a chance, see how it evolves as 15 goes along or as 7 Remake goes along. But I am not pleased with it. I'm disappointed with that, if that is the direction that they're going. The splitting of the content, if hypothetically, theoretically, whatever word you want to use there, if that's what they're going to do, they're going to include all of these other games and their stories and narratives in there somehow and create a Final Fantasy VII saga, not the original game, split it into 3, 50 or so hours long, and bring it out over, like a year apart from each other, instead of taking, the next decade to make Final Fantasy VII Remake, which they can do, and they have done already twice in Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3. It's a preferable alternative, if that's what they do. So, we shall see. Time will tell. There's no confirmation if that's what they're doing. If it is what they're doing, then I see the point of it. If it's not what they're doing, well, it is what it is. Aside from that, the battle system is what worries me the most because, once again, out of the shadows, the filthy casuals come to ruin everything for real gamers. That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I played Final Fantasy before. I just really never been into it, but the battle system does work with that, and they trying to switch to beat 'em up style. Just not gonna look right because I like the battle system that they have right now. Like I say, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. People love the way it is, then don't mess it up. So you just have to wait and see how it's gonna be. And I guess after that, does anybody else want to add on to that before we head on to the NX rumors, news, whatever? I guess not. I guess the last subject for the day, and it's going to be a shorter podcast since we we don't have 2 people tonight, Old Dirty and Retro Bro. So we're going to talk about this NX. Lots of rumors every day. That's like at least 2 to 3 rumors every day. But I guess this rumor that got me really want to talk about the possibility this system is going to launch with some heavy hitters. I mean, heavy hitters. And I swear, if they would basically give us these games that we want, I will fucking be happy. I will fucking turn my channel to an Obi-Wan like channel. I will fucking be hyped all the damn time. Just being real, man. I do. As much of a Nintendo fan that I am, I'm not as much of a Nintendo fan that you are, Zen. I know you're a huge Nintendo fan. You just hate the direction that they are going. But all these rumors that we are getting, and if these rumors are actually true, then I will be a happy Nintendo fan again. It's really, really hard to be happy because we are stuck with I don't have a Wii U no more. Of course, a lot of y'all know why. A lot of y'all are stuck with a Wii U with no games. Y'all have to get Star Fox in the next couple of weeks, but after that, what are you getting? What are you getting for a cheap console that costs $300? What are you getting? There's no third-party games, but the system is $300. God damn. Okay, with these rumors and shit, I guess the rumors that I just recently heard that this game is going to be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Port, for the NX. And what else? It's supposed to, of course, the Legend of Zelda that was supposed to be released for the Wii U that is going to get ported over to NX. So if you get Smash Brothers and Zelda day one, that's a hit right there. You're not going to find many NX on shelves because it's going to sell really well. And plus, you got a rumor about Mario, a game that's similar to Mario Sunshine, maybe a Mario Sunshine 2, whatever, and it's going to be called, was it Mario NX? Is that the name of it? I think it's what they
Yeah,
said.
Mario NX.
Okay, that's a catchy name, Mario NX. Why don't you just keep the name like that? Just call it Nintendo NX or something. It's a catchy name. But yeah, if they do that, if they have a game similar to Mario Sunshine, in which is a game that we've been wanting for a very long time, a 3D like Mario game, then we'll be happy. Like there's games that we didn't want, but Nintendo completely just abandoned a lot of us hardcore Nintendo fans. The games that we were used to getting all these generations, they decided to give us games that we don't want to get, or they just don't give us the games at all. Like Metroid, they didn't fucking even look our way, especially on the console side. On the handheld side, you got a Metroid game, but it's not the one that you expected.
Don't call that a Metroid game.
Oh, okay. That one don't count, huh? That one don't count.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's a piece of crap anyway. But people, they're gonna find ways to damage control it anyway. So, but yeah. What else? It was another game. Of course, they didn't mention anything about Pikmin 4 lately, but it's been mentioned a long time ago. It has been confirmed by Miyamoto, or Miyamoto, whatever his name is. It's gonna be a Pikmin 4. It is in development, and it was almost finished. That's what they said a few months ago. I think it's been about 6 months. It might be finished. So this game could be possibly on the next launch. So, and of course, you got the third-party games, and there's a rumor for a Final Fantasy remake on the NX. So, and of course, you got the Beyond Good and Evil. That's rumored to be exclusive to the NX. So, if Nintendo will basically stop being stupid and get a whole bunch of these games on this system day one, then the NX is going to basically compete with the PS4 or PS4.5, whatever. They basically going to get to the sales that they deserve. You can't expect those kind of PlayStation 4 sales if you're not giving the gamers what they want, and that's fucking games, and little features, achievement system. Just give us some kind of voice chat system. Just stop being stupid and just go with the flow. I know Nintendo like to do what Nintendo wants to do, and whatever they're doing is just not working. It only worked once, and that was with the Wii. They struck gold, and it hurt them at the end. They tried to give the Wii U, it didn't work. They tried to stay behind in times with everything, not just with their hardware, it's just with features. They tried to stay behind, and it did not work. But like I say, if they can just start off this generation with a whole bunch of games, and on top of that, third-party games, like a whole bunch of games that I can't even fucking play because it's too many games, I would fucking be hype as hell. What do you think about it, Alex?
Yeah, there's a lot of NX rumors right now. The one about that lineup is really exciting because that's all anybody really wants is a lot of games on this thing.
Yep.
And we're talking about a Mario game, a Zelda game, a Pikmin game. I think they said Deus Ex, a Call of Duty, Destiny, Mass Effect. I think. So the launch lineup, if that was true, that would be the best lineup they've ever had. So I don't think anybody would argue against that. Anyone would be crazy not to want something like that at launch. Even if you don't like third-party games, you'd be a fucking moron to not want all these games available at the beginning. So hopefully it's true, at least some of them. I think Luigi's Mansion was something else they're talking about. And Smash Brothers getting ported from the Wii U. So there's a lot of shit. So hopefully it's true. I'm pretty excited. A lot of these NX rumors we get different ones every day, but this is one that I definitely want to be true.
Like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about the games, man. Games. Just like with the Wii U, even though it wasn't, as far as graphics goes, it's not up to par with Xbox One and PS4. But we wouldn't even have a discussion about how less powerful the system is if they would have fucking had games. That's how it was with the Wii. Even though some people talk about it's not up to par with Xbox One and the PS3, but a lot of people had a Wii, and a lot of people, and the Wii actually had games. It had a lot of games, third-party games, first-party games. So they wasn't in that negative light, as far as their first year. Just like the Wii U was, they didn't have no damn games. And of course, the fucking Wii launched with a fucking Zelda game. That's something. That's what Nintendo needs to do. They need to have a strong title. The beginning of their generation. That's what they need. And I don't even think the Wii U even had a strong title. Only game that I could think about was it Super Mario? Was it Mario Brothers Wii U or something? If I can remember. And that was just a okay game. It was just a rehash from the Wii version. That's all it is. Just paint some HD skin on it. But when we talking about a big game, we talking about like a Zelda game that games that will sell systems, games like that, or a true Mario 3D game like a Galaxy type game, or a Sunshine type of game, or a Mario 64 type of game. Those are the kind of 3D Mario games that really sell well, and they push systems. The Wii U didn't really push many systems on the launch week. So it's all about the games. We get a whole bunch of games, and it's like this. If they don't have the achievement system that we get as Xbox owners or PS4 owners, or the features that we getting, if they don't really have those many features, but if they have a whole bunch of fucking games, then I'm pretty sure not too many people would complain because they're too busy playing fucking games. just being honest. The reason why a lot of people complaining right now because the Wii U has no games. And it still costs fucking $300. That's basically what I'm saying. What about you, Nick? What do you think about these rumors? I know you love talking about these fairy tales.
Oh, you guys are just setting yourself up for so much.
Here we go, Mr. Negative Nick.
Tell you guys.
You should just be happy with whatever you get. Just want Mario. Okay, go.
Just that.
Yeah, I'm calling you Squidward. That's nice.
From every random Reddit user pulls out some bedtime story out of their ass about NX, and 50,000 YouTube videos pop up about it. Like, I'm pretty sure there's some guy out there going, "Hey, I'm going to start this NX rumor, and I'll see how many YouTube videos pop up." I really think that's what somebody out there is doing. I mean, seriously, all that whole thing. Okay, like, I would actually think that I actually do think there will be a Smash Brothers that come out. They'll redo Smash Brothers with like the graphical power of the NX plus all the extra shit you had to buy later on anyway. Some complete edition, if you will.
With all the DLC included.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're going to do with that. Same thing with Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So I can think things like that'll happen, but I don't know. Things like Destiny and Mass Effect, I'm not too sure about that. And what I think Nintendo needs to do is, yes, they need third party, but they need to not have the same type of games. Like these third party, I'm pretty sure they have games they want to like put out there, but they're too afraid to because it's not really going to capture the audience they're usually used to getting. And I think as far as the NX go, that'd be a good spot to experiment with that. Take these games that probably wouldn't go anywhere else and be like, give it a shot. I mean, a lot of games that come out, like that we're used to now, they were all experimental at one time. You don't know if something's going to succeed or not until you try. But these developers are too afraid to do anything new these days because they're not going to get they're afraid they're not going to get the amount of returns that they put into the game.
Yeah.
And I don't think that, I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword when you think about it, but I think the real problem we're having in gaming nowadays, developers just don't want to take risk anymore. How do you know you're not going to have something good until you try?
Okay. Are you still on the fence that the NX need to come out next year instead of this year, Nick?
I still don't think it's coming out this year.
Uh-oh. All right, what about you, Jay?
Can you hear me? Yeah. Man, I forgot the topic. What was the topic again, man? I'm sorry. I know it's about Nintendo. What's about Nintendo coming out this year? They're coming out with better games.
No,
we have more games.
We were talking about Nintendo fanboys on how much we hate them.
Oh, for real? Oh, man, I can't talk about them, man. If I say one bad thing about them, they're gonna fuck my whole channel up.
Just playing with you, man. No, we were just talking about with all these damn games that's been rumored for it to be on, I guess, the lunchtime.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard like Nintendo. I heard one developer said that they got a software that will allow a whole bunch of indie developers to come in and put their project on the market. So I really hope that's true about Nintendo, and I think I heard that through Obi-Wan. So Obi-Wan came across somebody who's real famous on Twitter. Oh no, on Reddit. He said that he's one of the developers for Nintendo. So I really do hope that Nintendo actually finally got their shit together and really give people a chance to start making video games. But just don't screw it up, Nintendo. You guys can do it. This is what made Nintendo is when they were open-minded about certain content. Now, as for the licenses, that's something that I would like to know because I would like to buy the Nintendo NX. But if I can't share my experience, I don't want to fuck with it. You feel me? I don't want Nintendo saying, "Oh well, you said a cussing word," or "Oh well, you did something inappropriate," which could be appropriate, but they're just so fucking old-fashioned. Who knows? So I really hope that Nintendo opens up and let a lot of developers in there and come out with a whole shitload of games. Do y'all know that the PlayStation Vita, Sony is letting a whole bunch of underground indie developers make video games on the PlayStation Vita? Did y'all know that?
Nope, first time hearing that.
Look that shit up. I mean, it's like so underground though, and Nintendo needs to do the same thing. Like, but be open about it, and bring back that hardcore mentality and give us some real fucking controllers. Don't give me no nunchuck shit. Give me something I can actually. Well, I want to go crazy with a motherfucker. So yeah, I hope that Nintendo. I just hope they shake the ground at E3. Dog. I'm like, I hope they go last. I hope on the last day of E3 they fucking come through and it's just like everybody get up clapping. Like, you know what? Y'all delivered on that one. That was decent. I mean, that shit last year, that shit was just like a fucking baseball game. It was just fucking pass by time for the rest till the shit get good. That's how it was last year. So
talking about baseball, man. I love baseball, man. Come on, man. Come on. Let me get.
I didn't disrespect it. It's America's pass by time.
You must like the NBA since you're black.
I love football. Thank you very much. I love football, so I can't get enough of it. God damn, I love football. But listen, but for real though, I hope that Nintendo, I want to drop a tier. I want to drop a motherfucking tier at Nintendo's E3 presentation. I want to drop one, y'all. I'm telling you, I want them to get on stage and say, "We coming out with the NX. It's gonna do this. It's gonna be that." And don't let them say it's gonna be 250. Or 350 at that. No, 250 be good. No, but don't let them say something like that. I'm telling you, it's gonna sweep the motherfucking nation. But see, Sony, that's why they're trying to keep the PlayStation 4.5 or whatever. That's why they're trying to keep it so low because they scared about what Nintendo gonna do. I know they scared of Nintendo, what Nintendo gonna do. But hey, if the Nintendo deliver, I'm there day one. In fact, the same month that I'm supposed to buy my PlayStation, I believe the E3 kicks off that month. So that's all I gotta say. I hope Nintendo back it up.
Yeah, me too. I really hope they get their shit together. I guess the people that's in the chat on my channel and Alex's channel, if y'all got any questions, just go ahead and give some questions before we end this podcast. Cause we about to wrap it up. Let's go with you, Zen. What do you think about all these rumors and possibly these lunch games, like a lot of lunch games that's rumored we're going to get? Like I said, just rumors, and like what Nick says, a fairy tale. What do you think?
Well, two things. One, if they're about to release definitive versions of all the current gen games, then those versions better be complete. The Smash rumor, I guess that's cool. I would love it if they took the time to include an actual single player in the game, like Subspace Emissary or something like that. Something they did on the Wii. I would love it if that would come back. Take the chance to do it. Maybe not. I don't know. Probably not. Most likely. But definitely they should have all the DLC in there, like the extra $120 of DLC on Smash.
That's crazy.
Definitely get that in there. Mario Kart, maybe more levels or whatever. Great. I mean, the lineup sounds pretty good, but that being said, I can't believe I'm about to say this. I mean, we had a good thing going. Like, almost every week we're opposite of each other, me and Nick, that is. I'm about to agree with Nick. So
It's a fairy tale.
it's a fairy tale. Now that may be a response, kind of tuned or weathered by how down on Nintendo I am right now, but I just don't want to start believing shit like this without any official confirmation, because when it comes time for E3, I want to go into E3, whatever the hell it is, completely blank, like a blank slate, not loving or hating the idea of anything. I just want to go in there and let whatever it is speak for itself. So I don't want to believe in any potential, to quote Nick, fairy tale lineup, and then the shit turns out not to be true, and then I'm mad because I really, really, really don't think anyone needs to stack the deck against Nintendo. They're perfectly capable of disappointing us all on their own. So we don't need to stack the deck. They'll do that on their own if they need to. So I don't want to go in there on some super high, and then it turns out to be something even less than what was realistically expected. And then we have another version of last year where we were expecting Retro's game, we were expecting a Zelda to be shown, we were expecting a Metroid if it wasn't Retro's game, we were expecting other things, and all we got was Muppets, what we already knew, a bunch of bullshit like Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, and then near 15 minutes of some Mario bullshit at the end, Super Mario Maker bullshit at the end, which completely underwhelmed. So, that's my personal mission with Nintendo. When it comes to Bethesda, EA, Ubisoft, Microsoft, Sony, I'm going in on a high because these guys have proven that they can deliver. With Nintendo, that whole Tuesday, I'm going in there like a blank page of paper. Nothing. No expectations. I just want to be as close to ground zero as possible, so that when Nintendo pulls the floor from underneath me and I fall, I don't got a long way to go. So that's me. I don't want to believe any of this nonsense. If it is true, then that's awesome. But I'm not saying it's true, at least for me, not yet, because that was a long fall last year, dude. I feel I broke my neck, I broke my legs, I broke my arm, damn near broke my mind. So this time I want to be close to the ground, so that when that shit happens, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump away, and I'm safe. The rest of y'all could fall from whatever story you're on, but I'll be close to the ground because I do not trust it. So
Yep.
I just can't. That might sound harsh. It might sound like I'm a little bit too pessimistic about the situation, but due to what has happened with Nintendo lately, what they're doing, what they seem to think is important, and what they seem to think is not going forward, I just don't trust them. I don't put as much faith in them, and maybe it's just me, but I'm not as easily impressed as I used to be. So they're going to have to try hard. That being said, to be fair, I don't want to stack the deck against them. So I'm not going to believe any super awesome rumor until it's confirmed as fact, because then all that does is make whatever they're going to say in June much, 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 much worse. So that's me.
Oh, okay. So you basically
See?
side with
Told you.
Nick. I guess you basically side with Nick about the situation. Yes, it is a fairy tale, and I don't even know what to say about it. Because of course we all Nintendo fans and we want the best from Nintendo, but based on their track history and the stupid ass decisions that they've been doing, it's kind of hard to believe it. But in other words, like it's kind of. You can believe it because you can believe a little bit, but then you can't believe because, like I said, the history. But I think Nintendo will actually pull another Wii U because right now they are not in a position to do something this stupid again. And honestly, if they have another Wii U situation, then this is going to be Nintendo's last console because it'll be pointless to make another Nintendo generation console. Know that nobody ain't gonna fucking buy the consoles, and honestly, they might be better off going third party. So, what do I feel about this situation? I don't even know, man. I'm neutral about this. I want to believe it. I really do. The Nintendo fan in me, I want to believe it, but based on what they've been doing these past few years and And basically, I feel that some people said that Nintendo actually cater towards us and stuff, blah 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 that, and they do in a way, but then again, they don't do it because if they do cater towards us, then they will drop the price in their damn games. It never goes down, and the price of their system is still high as hell. That's not really catering, you
Well,
know.
to be fair, they did just bring out the Nintendo Select games, which are discounted titles.
Yeah, that's the point I'm saying. It's only a select few. But if we talking about third party games or whatever, they all go down. All of them. Every last one of them go down.
Because a
You
lot of
know.
them are yearly, though.
No, they don't. No. So some of the games, it goes down within 2-3 months. The games
Yeah,
I
it
be
takes a
buying.
long time for these guys to select any game to go on sale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I really hate to wait years for them to bring these games down. But it is what it is. We used to it. We used to it. But I
I'm
guess
excited 'cause, like, it's new management. I'm not gonna hold anything against Kimishima. I
yeah.
assume since he has a business mind, he's gonna realize what they did wrong previously with former management. So I'm gonna assume that he's gonna right the ship, and I'm gonna keep assuming that until he proves otherwise.
Nope, no assumptions, man. No
Uh,
assumptions. You either prove that you got it, or you don't get any chips for free, man. You got to prove yourself, and he hasn't proven himself yet. Actually, the proving grounds will be at E3 when we see what they're gonna do. So it's gonna be his first test, and it's gonna be where his what's the word I'm looking for? His legacy gets started. So we shall see what happens there, but he has yet to prove himself, and so therefore he shouldn't get any free chips. Wait until he proves himself, and then we'll see. The dude could turn out to be nothing more than the same thing we've had with a brand new coat of paint. Again, pessimistic but realistic at the same time. So I don't know. I just don't trust people just straight off the bat, just because they might be something different from what we previously had. You just kind of have to wait and let their actions speak, and you build a profile on them from that, not assume that they will be better based on the fact that what you had previously was bad. Like that again will lead to a little bit of a shaky mindset if not when if it comes through that he isn't that much better, because then you're going to think he's worse than what we had before by default. It's kind of a mindset thing. It's tricky. But no, I'm not going to say he's better automatically. Nope. No. I'm not doing that, because that's a slippery slope. One that I don't think the fan base in general or Nintendo itself, I don't think we need to give them any passes here. We need to be as harsh as we can on them. Like, P's and Q's or get out. That's kind of what we need to do here as a fan base, I think. It's the only way we're gonna get it. We're gonna get what we want. I mean, you can't please everyone. Somebody's always gonna find a reason to be unhappy or to bitch about something, if that's the word you want to use. But if you can get away with it 80% pleased, I call that a win. So we'll see.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is there any questions in your chat, Alex? I don't think there's not many questions in mine. Let me check. Okay, there is one question from Jacob Snake. What if third-party games on NX come out, have broken, missing content, or no one buys them? Do you think that could mean another Wii U situation?
Well, yeah, if nobody buys
See,
them,
I don't
obviously.
see why they'd be mad about that when it's been happening on PS.
What?
I mean, they've been getting broken unfinished games on PS4 and Xbox One. It wasn't a problem. All of a sudden, it will be because Nintendo did it.
Well, I guess with Nintendo, I guess with PS4 and Xbox One, they got all the content, all the DLC, and the Wii U didn't get shit.
They don't sell.
If you play Sniper Elite, yeah, like look at Sniper Elite, was a V2 on the Wii U versus on the 360 and PS3. If you look at the main screen, the home screen, like if you look at the Wii U, like it was missing a whole bunch of shit compared to the one off the 360 and the PS3, and it was $60 when it first came out day one. That was a shit that was sparked a lot of these Nintendo fans to get pissed off at third party, because they charge us full prices, but we're not getting the same amount of content that the other two systems get. That's basically. Go ahead.
When it comes to that, honestly speaking, though, these how do I say this without being very inflammatory? whatever, fuck it. These Nintendo fans, they don't really buy these games. They like to sit there and complain about it, but they don't really buy it. I mean, even when a third-party developer tries and tries hard, they don't buy it. There are a couple, at least a couple, man, examples of feature full games on the Wii U and systems before it, Nintendo systems before it, that did not sell. Not nearly close to even the worst example of a first-party title on that given system. I mean, when you, as a third-party developer, when you look at that, I mean, what do? This is costing money to put on here. It's not free. We got to pay people, more time to create this version of the game, especially if it's a different architecture.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you're not buying it. So our efforts are not rewarded. So the next time we put a game on there, if we put a game on there, we're gonna try to cut a few of these features out because at the end of the day, I mean, we gotta cut costs somewhere. We're a business. We're in it to make money, but not your friends. And if you're not gonna buy our games, if you're not gonna complete the chain, the consumer, manufacturer, producer chain, you're not gonna be that consumer. Then what's the point of me even one being there or even two trying if I am? So for these Nintendo fans, they know who they are. I'm not talking to everyone here because they're gonna say I'm generalizing and I'm trying not to. You don't buy the third-party games, and that's the end of the story. You don't do it. You look at the numbers in the systems, you look at the numbers in the Wii U, they are drastically different. Nobody came in there and waved a magic wand and changed it. There is no conspiracy there. It's you guys. You either put up or you shut up about the fact that you're not getting the games or you're not getting feature-perfect versions of the games. So you either buy the games and become a part of the community for that game, by virtue of which you get a voice within that community, and you gain the ability and the rights to talk to that developer. And if you don't, shut up about it. You're not going to buy it anyway. So why are you complaining? So, you know, I was one of those people on the Wii U, by the way, who bought all of those third-party games from that shitty Splinter Cell, and I agree that was shitty. It really wasn't Splinter Cell. To Mass Effect and damn near all of EA's games. Ubisoft's games, from Assassin's Creed to that Splinter Cell I mentioned earlier. Call of Duties, 2 of them from Activision, and there were a couple others. Pretty much all of the games, with the exception of Zombie U, that wasn't a launch lineup, and the sports games as well, like the Madden 13 that they got, the FIFA 13. I got them all because I truly believe here this is a chance for, you know, us, the consumer, to show that, hey, we are interested in these games there. But when a developer comes out, and they always get flack for when they say this is just the truth. When a developer comes out and say, hey, we don't feel like our game will do well in the Nintendo system, so it's not coming. It's not the right audience. Do you think they're saying this out of spite? Nobody does shit. Not nobody, but very few people do shit out of spite. It's a business. All of these companies are running a business. The purpose of a business is not to survive, but to thrive, to make money. And if there's a chance that money will be lost, that's a risk, an unnecessary risk that they should not take. So there's no conspiracy, there's no anti-Nintendo nothing. As a matter of fact, you guys have an advantage here, but you refuse to see it, you refuse to take it, and this is the response you're getting. So the way I see it, you have 2 options. 1, get proactive, start buying these games as a fan base, because 1 or 2 copies are not going to count. Tried that route, didn't work out. Or 2, accept the fact that you're not getting these games, or good versions of these games, for a reason, and just be quiet about it and play your first-party titles like you know you're going to run out and buy, regardless of the quality of them, which I suppose comes across as the second insult to these third-party developers. But it is what it is. That's it.
Okay. I think there's another question on the chat, and you made a good point. Like if the Nintendo fans if they're not buying these third-party games, what's the point of putting that extra content on there? That's just more time, resources, money, you know, just to basically lose money. You're gonna lose money. Ain't nobody gonna buy it. So yes. Now I kind of place blame on the fans and Nintendo. Everybody got to take blame on this. You can't just blame everything on third party because, like you said, it's a business. If you ain't making no money, then what's the point of catering to somebody knowing they're not going to support you? It's just stupid. It really is stupid. But okay, where's the other question? Let me see. I'm not sure if you have any questions in your chat, Alex. Let me check mine. Uh, it says if you're forced to buy one of the two games, which would you rather have? Federation Force or Young Conquer? Oh my God, that's coming from David J. I think Dave J.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dave
Dave
J.
J. Yeah, appreciate you for asking that. What do y'all think, Young Conquer or Federation Force?
That's a no-brainer. It's Federation Force. That Young Conquer was like the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
Can I kill myself instead? Is that an option?
You gotta answer that. Man. You gotta pick one of them, then.
Oh God. Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna go with Young Conquer because it's an unknown quantity. I know I don't want that Federation Force. Uh, I have a feeling I won't want Young Conquer. It's a pretty strong feeling, granted, but it's still an unknown quantity. So I'm gonna go with what I don't know. The devil I don't know over the devil I do. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What about you, Nick? What you think?
Yeah, I'd rather go to Federation Force because that game actually looks kind of cool.
Actually, it'll probably
At
be
least
much
it's an
cheaper.
actual game.
It'll probably be
It
much
is an actual
cooler
game, yeah.
Yeah.
if they would take the Metroid name off of it, it's called Federation Force. Then I think it would be
I
much
think more
cooler.
people would actually like it. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's blasphemy. That's all it is. You using Metroid name just to sell it. That's basically what it is. Even though it's not really a Metroid game, to be honest. I think our buddy Retro Bro got a question. Uh, he said my question is Young Conquer was the original Conquer for those who played Diddy Long Race, and that being said, why is Young Conquer returning such a big deal? What y'all guys think?
Why is what
What was
such a
this
big
question?
deal?
Is that Young
Huh?
Conquer? Who played these games
Anybody
and
else
why is
answer
Young
it?
Conquer Returning such a big deal? Well, um, as far as that is concerned, it's a big deal because it's Conquer. Well, it's supposed to be Conquer. You see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. If you go back a couple of my answers back in this podcast, I can't even remember who broke that news to me. Was it a channel or was it somebody who told me? Whatever, it doesn't matter. But the rumor came out that Conquer might be coming back, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm hopeful. Let's see what they do. And then it turns out to be a tech demo for HoloLens. That was heartbreaking. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It really was. So, I mean, the fact that he was supposed to come back meant that we might have gotten a true to life sequel of Bad Fur Day or some derivative thereof, and it's not that. So that's why it's a big deal. Um, funnily enough, chances are this thing will just go away, get swept under a rug somewhere. Probably will never come to fruition. I hope it doesn't. Honestly, it's a mess, man. It really is. They should never have associated Conquer with the HoloLens and displayed him in such a fashion. It's the same thing with the Prime name being on Federation Force. The same thing with Uncharted being on that stupid card game for the Vita. I can't remember the name of it now. And they were like, "Oh, we got a new Uncharted game, a new Uncharted card game."
Oh, try on the Vita.
Yeah, there's
I
Uncharted
think
on
I
the
played.
Vita.
I forgot the name of it. Actually, I did play an Uncharted game on the Vita. Yeah, I just forgot the name
Yeah,
of it.
but it wasn't an actual card game. It wasn't an actual action adventure game. It was like a card game or some shit, which is not what anybody who's interested in Uncharted is interested in. So it got backlash, deservedly so. So I mean, with Conquer, man, I really wanted that to be a true to life sequel. You know, 3D action platformer, crude, vulgar humor, that English touch that we all love from Rare. If you could somehow have recreated that, brought it up to present, made the graphics, but I would have settled for a remake actually, because that would have been a lot better than anything that Young Conquer is. And then you mentioned Diddy Kong Racing, bro. Don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me.
Wasn't that
That's absolutely.
a rumor a couple of years ago that they was gonna bring another game?
Yes, it was. Not
What
even
the hell happened?
not even a couple years ago. That was earlier this year or late last year. That was supposed to be one of the launch titles for NX. And another reason I'm not going to believe any of that bullshit, because if I go into that thing expecting a Diddy Kong Racing and it's not there, you know the rest. So, I just really wanted Conquer to be real, but it's not. And I'm slowly beginning to understand that. But I wish somewhere, please God, if somebody at Microsoft or somebody who has links inside and listening to this, cancel that shit, destroy it, get some other way to work in HoloLens, and get someone at Microsoft the permission to do a proper Conquer game. If not Rare, because they're working on Sea of Thieves, then someone else. You did a marvelous, damn near perfect job on KI. I know you can revive the rest of Rare's IPs to near perfection if you get the right people behind it, and if you actually try. But this bullshit, not cool. Not cool at all.
Okay. Looks like we got a question on Alex's chat. That's from our buddy, Mr. Super Brothers, Drone Crusher, in which he is talking a lot of shit because you suck at Smash, Drone. You suck. He said, do y'all guys think the NX will blow us all away? With all these rumors that's been coming about, if this
even if half the rumors are true, this thing's going to be amazing.
Yeah, if half of the rumors are true, yeah, it will be good. And if it's more powerful than PS4, then that's a step, because this generation, it seems like people they're going for graphics, they want power, and I think power will be a solution, one of the solutions, but it's not gonna fix everything. You need games. If you don't have games, then it's not gonna solve nothing. Look at the Wii U. Don't have no damn games, and look how that situation came about. It's been out a year longer. I mean, a year longer than PS4, Xbox One, but it is falling way behind. It's basically It's basically the PS4. The bill between the PS4 and Wii U's down there. What, about 3-1 now? 3-1 now? Oh, no, almost 4-1, I think. But that's bad. That's terrible, dude. But yeah. Even with half of these rumors, if it is even true, then I will be very happy. And it will blow. I don't know if it's gonna blow everybody away, but it's gonna blow me away, because I've been asking for a lot of shit for a long time. That's just my little intake. Anybody else wanna chime in on that?
Man, most fans like me, we're at a crossroads anyway. It's either left or right. There is no go back. There is no go forward. It's a fork in the road. You choose where to go. So, Drone Crusher, first to begin, you suck at Smash. I've proven this. We have proof on my channel. Don't tell me you forgot that ass whooping already. But anyway, to directly answer your question, though, yes, the NX is going to blow me away, one way or the other. Either they go above and beyond and they impress me and they blow me away positively, or they blow me the fuck away and I never look back at them again. So I'm gonna get blown away either way, either toward them or far away from them. It really, one or the other. It's a crossroads.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it.
Okay, we'll take a couple more questions, then we're gonna end this podcast. I've got a question from my buddy Matthew Pipes. What do you guys think of the Nintendo going back to the red and white logo? Do y'all even care about that?
I think it's awesome. It signifies that they are done with the Wii generation. It signifies they're done with these fucking worthless casual losers. It signifies they're going back to their old way of doing things. It's actually, like, it tells a lot that they're changing their mindset when they go back to red like that.
It's smart, dude. They're going back to originality. I respect that to the fullest. Maybe, I'm telling you, man, I can't get over my greatest experience of gaming. I can't believe it's not with PlayStation. It's actually with Nintendo. Even when I had the GameCube, I still had the PlayStation 2. I want to see Nintendo go back to originality, man. If they do, I'm going back. There's no other home better than Nintendo, because that's where I started from. So everything they do original. I'm not saying keep it old school. Old school is the best school. But with Nintendo case, old school is definitely the best school. So yeah. It really is. So yeah, I want to see Nintendo whip it up, man. And you guys have no idea how bad. Like between Sega and Nintendo, my two favorite gaming companies of all. But like I said, I started with Nintendo. But I want to see Nintendo do everything original, and that's what's gonna make Nintendo great again.
Yep, go back to the old rules. So a lot of these gamers that basically got tired of Nintendo just went to Microsoft and Sony because they felt that Nintendo they just lost who they once were. So I guess that could be a positive sign into where they trying to go. They trying to go back to what they used to be, and I guess Kimishima, what you were saying a while ago, Alex, that he seemed like he know where to take this company as far as business wise, like getting the gamers' trust back and everything. And he even predicted a few months ago that the Wii was going to be a failure before the console launch, but we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But when this his first test is going to be E3. That's going to be his first test on how we're going to judge him. I'm just being honest, because if it's not going to be a very good E3, then he's going to get killed like we killed Reggie last year. Reggie and I won't say we killed Iwata because we knew he had an illness and we knew that he was he was sick. But Reggie, we gave him a piece of our mind last year. So if this don't go as well as we thought, and if it might be another situation, 2015 situation, but I don't think it will be. But if it will be, then we're going to be outside of the Nintendo's headquarters in Japan with some pitchforks. That's basically what's going to happen. But I don't know. That's just my little intake on that, man. Anybody else?
Well, they changed to gray at around the beginning of the Wii era, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
That era we're still in, still being cursed with everything that became popular. Every cancer that became popular during the Wii era. If them going back to red means that they're done with all of that, then hallelujah, praise the gaming gods above. If it doesn't mean anything, it's just a cosmetic change, well, fuck us, I guess. More of this bullshit.
All right, I think that's all the questions. Drone Crusher, he is in Alex's chat, still talking shit to you, Zan. So, handle your business, man. Drone, you suck. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate it. Actually, we did not, we was under 2 hours today, so we did not too bad. Of course, we was 2 members short of this podcast today. But hopefully they will be back next week. And like I say, Retro Bro, buddy, hope you feel better. I know you're in the chat. Hope you feel better. So next week you'll be back, full bill of health. If you're not ready to come back next week, just take your time, man. We want you to get healthy first before you resume activities in the gaming community. But we're about to close off on this podcast. We had a really good podcast, even though it wasn't really much gaming topics this week. I wanted to touch up on a lot of these fanboys, but it wasn't really as much stupidity as I saw this gaming community. But of course, it is one person I want to talk about, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna save him later. I'm gonna save him for later. I'm gonna wait till I see some other stupid motherfuckers that says some stupid ass shit, so I could talk about them and talk about Dr. Damage Control as well too. But anyway, we about to close this podcast, and I guess that's basically it. So let's go ahead and do our outros. Let's go ahead and start with you, Alex.
Alright, what's going on, people? Actives in here. This is another week of Real Talk with Real Gamer, where we talk about real shit. And a lot of Nintendo stuff as usual. Not enough fanboys for my liking, but maybe next week. You
just want to talk about these fanboys, don't you, man?
Fanboys!
All right, Nick, let's go shoot your outro, buddy.
Hey, this is Nick from Gamertag Entertainment. Just say thanks for having me, and don't believe the hype because it's probably full of shit.
All right. What should I give you? Just playing with you, man. All right, let's go with you, Jay.
What's up, everybody? This is Jay Dauntless, the protagonist gamer. Just really happy to be here. Sorry I missed last week's podcast. Thank you again for the invite. And Ron, if you listening, man, you was in my prayers, man. You're still in my prayers. And if you need any workout tips, even though you behind the lines, just let me know, man. I hope to see you get better soon.
All right, I appreciate you, buddy. Last but not least, it's gonna go with you, Mr. Zen Gamer.
Yo, been fun, been fun, been fun. Like a Twinkie, like a Twinkie. It's been Real Gamer podcast. Real. Are you even calling it that, dude? Because you forget the name.
I forgot, man. Like, okay, next week, I swear, I will not forget it. Okay, y'all, this is the Real Talk with the Real Gamer. I forgot to mention it this past couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, like everyone else said, Retro Bro, get better, dude. Real sorry what's going on with you. I hope you get better. I hope we see you next week or sometime soon. That's just about it. It's been fun.
All right, that just about wraps it up, everybody. Like I said, I really appreciate y'all. Actually, we didn't really have as many gaming topics as we wanted, but as we went along, we did talk about a couple of things because was going to talk about the Final Fantasy remake, crap. The game, I would like to play it, but without spending all that money, hell no. But yes, I'm trying to do this every week, trying to answer questions as we go along the podcast and try to get some of these people in the chat, get them involved, so make them feel like that they are a part of the show. And I will, selectively pick a sub, somebody that's in the chat, to come on my show, every week. Like I said, get everybody involved. Make y'all feel that y'all are part of the group. So next week I will, select somebody if you are interested in joining our podcast. Just come chill with us, man. That's just basically it. And I guess after that we're going to basically get up out. Oh yeah. I guess I'm gonna go advertise your channel, Alex, because I know every week on Mondays I do my Mario Kart Madness Monday. Y'all very consistent. That's something I can give y'all. Y'all very consistent. And every Wednesday y'all do y'all Nintendo podcast, Team Red. So if a lot of y'all are really big Nintendo fans, go to Alex's channel every Wednesday. It depends on who's streaming. It could be Alex, Coupon, or Nia, the video game Her. But we will keep y'all informed who's going to do it. But every Wednesday, they do their Team Red Nintendo podcast every Wednesday on Alex's channel. Or if it's not on Alex's channel, he will inform y'all whose channel the podcast is going to be. And with Reboot Podcast, we do it every Sunday. We didn't do it last Sunday because I guess WrestleMania, and I'm not really a big fan of wrestling because wrestling sucks. Y'all suck.
How dare you?
Keep that opinion to yourself.
No, I just play. But I guess we're gonna try to get back to the schedule this Sunday. I'm not sure on whose channel. I guess whose channel is in.
Well, it's been my channel the last few weeks, and I believe you had it. Or was it Mega?
It was Mega. The reason why it was
last
my
one.
channel because I guess your channel was messing up or something.
No. We wanted to do it on each of the different channels. Give everybody a chance to host. So I suppose next time it'll be someone who has not done it before,
I don't think it was on
Alex
Alex's
or one of them or something like that. So we'll see. If nothing comes up out of it, then I suppose it'll be back home on my channel. If not, we'll inform you. You can look forward to a tweet or something. We'll let you know before Sunday, one way or the other.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yes. Just like I said, we will keep y'all updated. Whose channel is going to be on. If you're not a part of the Reboot community, whoever that's watching this live, be a part of it. Go and join us because we stay consistent on the gaming news every day. We always consistent. Either we posting articles or we consistently putting videos out. Just come join us on the Reboot team. Just join our community. We're growing. We about to hit 200 members. That's not bad. Not bad at all. We are growing. And basically, another thing, if you ain't following us on Twitter, follow us. Each of our channels, we're going to have that link in the description. Follow us on Twitter. We keep y'all update on what is going on with us. And if you want to subscribe to each of these individuals, their channels will be my link in the description below. And I guess after that, our video's done. Y'all take it easy. Peace out.